Well, hello. My name is Rena Lefkowitz, and I'm the Director of Training at Connexin Software, and I wanted to talk to you today about vaccine barcoding and what that'll mean for the future of vaccine management. So you have your slideshow that you can follow along with me, and you can see what you're seeing on your slide is the one-dimensional barcode which we're currently using, which is currently on the boxes of the vaccines. And in our newest release, Office Practicum 11, or OP11 as we refer to it, this is really the pioneering of vaccine barcoding. We're the first electronic medical record which does provide you with this capability. The scanner that we've chosen to use is the one that you see in your picture here. And what it is antimicrobial, and it can be used either handheld or stationary. Okay. So when we look at the benefits of vaccine barcoding, why do we want to do this? And some of the benefits of it are that it will eliminate data entry errors, and it will certainly streamline the vaccine inventory management process, and it will streamline the inventory management and the vaccine documentation. As well, it will reduce vaccine administration errors and increase the accuracy of information that's reported to the state registries. So currently, if you're using an EMR system like Office Practicum, and you are putting your vaccine inventory into the system, we've now taken this one step further for you in streamlining this process. Currently, as you know, if you use this program or another program, you will key in all of the information into your inventory, and then you'll be able to choose from it. Now, what you'll be able to do, and if you move forward on your slide, you'll see a picture. You'll really be able to just swipe it in. So you'll take your vaccine box and you'll slide it under your scanner, and what it will populate currently is the NDC and the GTIN number, as well as the manufacturer. And then you would populate it with the lot number and expiration date, as well as the number of doses and cost per dose if you want it. The program would then recognize that information for the next time that you documented a vaccine or you put another lot in that had the same information. Okay. So you can see, if you move forward on your slide, you can see what the window would look like and the information that you would complete. Okay. So that's what you would do on your vaccine inventory management side when you were putting your lots in. Now let's look at what would happen when you go to document the vaccine that you have given in your office. Okay? Currently, right now, hopefully you're using very good vaccine management processes in your office. And when we talk about that at Office Practicum, one of the things we've found very useful for our practices is that you make one lot of any vaccine available to your staff, both in the refrigerator and in your inventory. So that way, it will really reduce your vaccine errors. And if you do this, then you can simply have them swipe the vaccine that they give. The box, you can use the box with the barcode on it, or additionally, you can have a sheet that has the barcodes for all the different vaccines, and then they can use the gun on that as well. And the vaccine documentation the scanner will recognize the scan from the patient chart, either from the overview screen or from the immunization screen. So it will really, in terms of the number of clicks that need to be entered to get to document the vaccine, that will be greatly reduced as well. Okay? And once you've swiped it in, again, your nurse or medical assistant or yourself will swipe the lot number, the box or the piece of paper that you have with the barcode stickers on them, and then that will open up the form of the vaccine chart. And in that, you can pre-populate. Not only you'll have the lot number, the NDC number, you'll have the body site, which you can choose to pre-populate now, if that's something that works in your office. And if, you know, this is the child that you didn't do it in the right arm, you did it in the left arm, you can easily change that here. You'll have the documentation of the VIS sheet, who counseled, who administered, and then, of course, as it does now, it passes the code to your super bill. Okay. And you'll see, if you go forward to the next slide, that when multiple vaccines are ordered, the nurse will be returned to the vaccine order to continue the process. So the chart never closes. And then on your next slide, you'll see that if the wrong vaccine is chosen, a warning box will appear. So it will tell you that this is not an indicated vaccine. So if you swipe the wrong one, you'll get that warning. Okay? So when we look at what the advantages of this are, when vaccine documentation is quicker and simpler, your staff will really be more compliant with documentation. Because one of the biggest issues that we really face with the EMRs is that people will forget to put the vaccine in the system. And so we try and come up with systems, and we recommend to practices that you develop systems so that your nurses and MAs will always document that vaccine given. Some people prefer to do that when the vaccine is drawn up, and some people prefer to do it after. We've found that if vaccines are documented prior to the administration, there tends to be less vaccine error. And then, of course, making one lot available both in your refrigerator and in your inventory. Okay? And the other thing that greatly will reduce the vaccine errors is that the nurses will no longer have to spend the time matching lot numbers, because when they swipe it, they'll be able to get to the right one. Okay? So let's just talk about, because I want to make sure everybody's really clear what we're doing. Currently, if you look at a vaccine, a box on a vaccine, you will see what we call the one-dimensional barcode, which right now has the NDC number and the GTIN number. Okay? The next step in the process will be that we'll have directly on the vials or on the individual doses, syringes, we'll have the two-dimensional barcode. And what that will give us is that will give us not only the NDC and the GTIN, but will also give us the lot number and the expiration date. And once we have all that information, then that really takes us to a whole nother level again with the vaccine barcoding, because we will get the complete information with one swipe, both at the vaccine management level, maintaining your inventory, as well as documenting. Okay. And so that's really where we are with the vaccine barcoding. We've seen, if any of you have come into the Office of the Future today or visited the Office Practicum booth and gotten to see the streamlined version of this, it's really a wonderful thing. I've had nurses come over and say, oh, that makes life look so much easier for me. And doctors have also been very impressed by it. So it's a feature that we have available with Office Practicum 11 with the newest release of the system. So thank you. Are there any questions for me about this?